Hello, welcome to Out of Ore. This is a new series I'm doing. It's in the Arctic map. Nomadic Bum. Just wanted to jump in here and let y'all know I'm doing this format a little different. The videos are going to be right around 30 minutes. Let me know what you think about that. I have no problem going longer. I'm just trying to appease some of the people that want shorter videos. This one's going to be a little bit over. Not much. It's about 40 minutes or so, 45. This is primarily going to be like a how-to plus just regular play. So it's going to incorporate a lot of teaching moments, things I've learned and whatnot. And yeah, feel free to comment, correct me, tell me, hey, this format sucks. Go to hell, whatever. I have no problem with criticism. Let me know what would make y'all happy. I enjoy playing the game, so how I record it and edit and all that, you guys decide that. My goal is I'd really like to hit that 500 subscribe mark by the end of 25. It'd be great. So if you can, help share on different platforms, all that good stuff. Don't forget, I still have my Minetown Hardcore series where we have to build everything by hand. Every piece of steel has to be crafted by me, concrete crafted by me, all that. Can't buy none of it. We also have Mountain Man series. That's a good one too. Where we're in the mountain and we're digging down 40,000 feet of iron and copper and all that good stuff. So catch that series. I also play Satisfactory, Eve online. I'm going to try doing once a week and maybe get into X4 Foundations. That's a big game, a lot of learning to do, but we might do a little bit of that. But anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Please do share. It goes a long way. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace. Hello and welcome to Out of Ore. It's a cold life. Oh my goodness. I have not yet played this map. So I am stoked to start this. And we are starting it hardcore. We have only $100,000. Our butt is freezing. Let's take a look at the map. Oh goodness. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Everything's white. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm kind of interested about this area here. That'd be a nice little plant area. That's straight north. Yeah, we need to check the area out a little bit and see what's going on. So let's play through. Well, I don't know if we're going to do it like Minetown or not. My Minetown series is strictly hardcore. You have to build everything. I don't know what the resources are like on this one. I think we're going to be allowed to buy stuff. Yeah. Let's do that. We can buy stuff like building and whatnot. Let's see. I want to go straight north. I'm liking this area down there. How do you know where there's ore? Wow, this is gonna be. Oh my goodness. So I'm Nomadic Bum. And let's see. Let me see what I get. Just digging this. Dirt. Okay. I was hoping for gravel, but yeah, we'll head over here to this little area. I want to check it out. All right. Well, we made it. The problem is it's definitely not as level as I thought. And I think we're still hitting nothing but dirt. So let me check real quick. Oh man, what did I get myself into? We're gonna make it. One way or the other, we're gonna make it. That is definitely dirt. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you've played the Arctic map, kudos to you. Because from what I'm seeing, I don't even see me. Where am I? Where am I? Up here. Okay. Set rescue location. Confirm. Okay. So from what I'm looking at, I don't see anything terrain-wise that's going to distinguish where the ore is. We may have to actually buy the equipment to test things. But we can't afford that right now. So, oh boy, we have $100,000 and that's it. Don't need to worry about the axe, that's for sure. Not worried about the light. Get shovel over there. That right there. Okay, so we're gonna have to buy a loader and probably a sell point is what I'm thinking. So in order to do that, you can click here for store, or you can hit P. And P is going to bring up everything. So what we want to do, and this is going to be a little bit of a how-to playthrough. We're going to go here. We're going to go under loaders. Now we can get this one, which is used. It still says it's 100%, 8.5 yard bucket. Or we can spend a little bit more money and get a 9.5 yard bucket. And this one will work a little bit better. It's going to take a big chunk out of our money. But we buy this, that's 78,000. And then what we're going to do is get a sell point. So there's 90 some thousand right there total. We're going to buy the sell point and scoop stuff, throw it in and sell it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's go back to vehicles, loaders. Oops. Loaders, and we'll buy this one. Oh boy, we're down to $9,000. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Yeah. Okay, so I think we want to dig in here. So let's put our sell point over here. So we'll bring it up. Let's see, we want it more like this. Should we go grid? Yeah, let's go grid. Okay. And can I go down any? Oh, man. Alright, so I'm using the right mouse key to do this. I think we want to go over more. Something like that. Okay, that ain't too bad. And we'll dig it out and set it down lower so we don't have to go up so high. I'll show you how to do that. Now we want to bring a loader in. And let's go ahead and bring in our loader. Oh, why did it do that? That's weird. Okay. It dug a hole automatically. And I do use a controller on this. Oh, hello. Hello. The audio. Engine. You always got to do that, it seems. There we go. Alright. Let's back up. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Nice. Now, I want to try making me a flat spot. So what we'll do, oh goodness, that's not the best, but okay. Man, they brought us out here in the middle of no man's land. That's all right. And we're automatically gonna sell this dirt. We're not getting a whole lot for it, that's for sure. Matter of fact, I don't think we got anything out of that. Okay. And go back over here. I'll try getting this somewhat level. Oh goodness. Nothing but dirt. Not the good kind of dirt. 96.50. What are we getting out of this? All right. 96.50. Almost $1,000. Not too good. So. I'm doing the bucket like this so it can kind of vacuum up the ore, the game, or up the dirt, I should say. And it ain't working very good, so I think we're going to change that and actually dig this hole. There we go. There might be some pay dirt in there. Might, I say. But yeah, this is going to be a rough start. I can see that already. Yes, we're making money, but you know, we're wearing and tearing our machine. You know, all that comes into, whoa. Okay, here's one thing I always advise. When things get a little squirrely on the terrain, come in here and take your shovel. Beat things down a little bit. It will help level it out. What was, you know, what once was a big hole is now just a little thing. Up here, you can come in here and beat this down a little bit. Let's see if we can flatten this. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to dig out that so we can set it lower. Let's do that real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Come in here. Bring this down. Dump it. Did it all dump? I think it did. Come over here. Because whatever you put down, you can pick back up at no cost. So it's not going to hurt anything. But if you dig down, it's just easier to set it down in the ground at that point. I thought that was pay dirt, but I'm not so sure now. Come in here. Dump it. And as you can see, we're making money. Alright, let's back this up. Shut her down. Change to our sledgehammer. And then we'll come over here and we'll just beat that. Alright. So now we'll select it. We'll say, okay. I want to go in that hole. Now let's go. I like that, but I want to go left a little bit. Oops. There we go. Something like that. There we go. Now we can take our shovel. Kind of come in here and beat this down a little bit so it looks a little bit better. Yeah, you just dig a small hole and you can do that. Since we got this dip here, what we'll do is we'll take our dirt that we have in our hand and we'll just lay some of this down. And then take our shovel and pop it down a little bit. Now it ain't so much of a rise. There we go. That makes it easier, right? That shows that it's kind of covering it up, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. We'll find out here shortly. This just makes it easier so we ain't got to lift up all the time. We can just keep our bucket low. Whoa, not too low until we get to where we're going. Alright. Alright, as you can see, it became a problem. The dirt landed on top of the other dirt and it just never went in. So I have to fix this. And here's a neat little way of doing it. So we'll just take this out. Now I could use the pickaxe and actually clean that dirt out with the pickaxe, but yeah, it's gonna take too long. So see, this ain't gonna work. So we're gonna do a new method and something I learned and I'm gonna share with you. So we'll go in here, we're gonna buy the hopper, which we're gonna need anyways, so might as well get it. And this is a cool little feature in the game. Let's see, we're gonna place it. Yeah, but we want to get it down, so there we go. We'll place it there. Now, when you go up to it, you know, it's full of dirt that was just sitting there, but we're gonna throw more dirt in it and hit consume, and it's actually gonna consume all the dirt that was inside the hopper. We'll pull it all out. We're gonna take this down, and now we got a perfect little square cleaned out of all the dirt. Works great. Except I think I'm gonna make it a little bit longer. So we're just gonna repeat the process. Same thing. Just gotta get it lined up good. And it can be a little tricky. There we go. That's gonna make it the hole longer. And I think that's what I'm looking for. Again, we'll throw dirt in, hit consume. It'll consume everything in that block. Return it, pull the dirt out, and take our sledge to it, and bam. Now we got a perfect little square to put our cell point in. It's all cleaned out. I didn't have to pickaxe it, and it works good this way. So let's see if we can get this in. It's a little hard to get it just right, and as you can see, it's actually floating off the floor, but that's because we're on grid build. I could have probably changed it, but I want to keep it on the grid, and I don't have the blocks to manipulate it right now. But that's fine. This is just all temporary, so I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm thinking I got it too far down the other way. Yeah, look, this is a big gap. I want to split the difference here. So we'll go, yeah, it needs to be moved, definitely. This isn't as wide as the hopper, obviously. But we'll go over here and that's not too bad. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, I can't really go. I can't split the difference side to side, so we'll just have to have that gap on the back end for now. But like I said, this is all temporary. We'll probably end up filling all of this in with dirt before it's over with. But this is just a good way of making the hole so you can put your your cell point in without all that dirt interfering with it, because that's exactly what happened. I didn't think it'd do it, but I had a bad feeling it might, and sure enough it did, as you can see. But yeah, there you go. Okay, we did a few scoops. Everything's working good on this end. Dug out some more out of the mine and processed some dirt. And lo and behold, look at here. Look at the darker colored dirt. That's just regular dirt. And then you look at the lighter color. This is pay dirt. So we've definitely hit some pay dirt, which has given us quite a bit more money. It's about double. So one scoop of the pay dirt is like $2,000 per scoop, which is really good, but it's going to get way better here shortly. So yeah, dirt and pay dirt, you can definitely see the color difference between the two. So this is starting to work out good for us. So this is a beautiful map. I love how it looks. I gotta ask the question, where are the birds chirping from? Because there's no trees, none. So it begs the question, maybe they should have changed the sound effects here. Yeah, we've hit. This is blasted rock. You can figure it out. Now, you can purchase a device. This thing here for $65, and it'll tell you what it is, which I can go ahead and do. I can afford that. But regardless, you can use your pickaxe and just take a swat at it, and it'll pop up in your thing. And if you look down on the bottom, it shows blasted rock. So yeah, we hit blasted rock. So I started widening this out so I can get more pay dirt. Now I'm figuring about $80,000 is going to be needed to get our very basic start of our factory. And this factory is going to change over and over as we progress and refine different materials and whatnot. This is just going to give us the very basics. So at about 2,000 a scoop of the front loader of pay dirt, you're looking at about 40 scoops to get up to 80,000. Now what we'll do is we'll start the process of figuring out how we're going to lay out our new plant here and go from there. Okay, so I got the hopper in. It's kind of, you want the low side facing where you're going to dump, but since I want this to go out this way towards the south, I had to put it in backwards, and that's fine. Now we'll go shopping. So we hit P. We'll go to factory, and what we're going to want, well, let's do the power. Let's take care of the power first. So we want this 1 by speed, and then we're going to want, I'm hoping this will be big enough. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to go with the 300 kilowatt. And then we'll need 1 cable. Okay, so we go into production, and what we're looking for here is the trommel, which is right here, 7,500. We'll buy that. And I know we're going to need 2 storages. So go here. We're going to need this, an elevator for this setup. And then 2 of these. Okay. Yeah. That's going to work for us for right now. So what I want to do is I want to put We'll put our thingamabobber on. Might have to clean that out some. Then we'll go here. Set that up. And take our cable. Okay. Now we can cut this on. 300. Don't know if that's... Oof. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. This is taking 142 already. So we might not be able to get this all. We'll see. Then we're going to want our elevator, which is 9. Because we're going to raise this up. Let's go ahead and back our vehicle up. Oh, jeez. That was abrupt. Okay, that's good. Alright. That was wild. We're going to want that up because now we're going to put the trommel. Ooh, we need a spacer because the trommel, if you look here, this is how you see what's going on. Click on it. We got any material coming in. At the bottom, going out the backside, will be dirt and pay dirt. The rest of it all goes out this way. So, yeah. And since this is backed up against that elevator, we're going to need a straight piece. So let's go to conveyors. And we're looking for, we'll probably go with this one. All right. And then I'm thinking, all right. So let's purchase that. Okay. So what we want is the straight first, then the trommel, then the right coming out of here. And that's taking it out that side, which is fine. The first thing we're going to do is put storage there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we just tripped the breaker, possibly. Maybe not. Yeah, we did. It's at 309. So this one is not going to work. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, let's remove cable. We're going to have to sell this. We might not be able to get this running yet. I don't think we're going to have enough money. But we might. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. Alright. That leaves us $29,000. But we also don't have a power. So let's look. Let's see what we can do power-wise. Okay, we don't have enough for this one. The generators. 15,000. That's pretty powerful. We could possibly do that. Yeah, that's a little bit cheaper than the solar. But we're gonna have to buy fuel. Generator fuel. Let's go ahead and purchase this. First of all, let's sell this. Okay, go back to purchase. We're at 42. If we bought this one, we'd have 11,000. I don't think that's going to be enough. But very quickly, I say we should be able to use it. We're going to try it. Let's just see. Might should have went with the... Okay, and then 5. There to there. No. To there. Where is it? Where's the hitbox? Oh, there it was. Okay, let's dig it out a little bit. There we go. Now let's go 5. Hitbox is weird. There we go. Okay, now we can cut this on. It's going to give us 500 watts of power, which is going to be plenty because we're at 319. Now, the reason why I did this is because the meta is to where if we run the pay dirt through a sluice box right now, what you get in gold ore is actually going to be less than if you take the pay dirt and run it through your wash plant here. I don't know why, it just is. I've done the testing. You get a lot more gold ore when you run the pay dirt through the wash plant, but it takes a lot longer. But we're not in a hurry right now. When we start producing mass amounts, that's a different story. But right now, we're not in a hurry. Ooh, I don't like that floating. Yeah, I need to do something. I don't know what I can do to get that down. That's not really working out for me here. Let's purchase a block. And just, ooh, these things are expensive. Holy moly. 6. Go like that. Now we can go 5. Go like that. Now look a little bit better. So now that this is running, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here. We got pay dirt? We do. We're going to run that pay dirt. We'll throw that in. We'll even throw this blasted rock in and have it consume it. Now, what will happen is our pay dirt and dirt's going to come into here. See, it's still running. We'll let it finish and then I'll show you what we'll do next. Blasted rock and anything else should be coming out here. And nothing's come out yet, so that's fine. Still running. Okay, so it ran all the way through. We're gonna collect this. Ain't so much worried about the dirt. We're gonna bring that pay dirt over here. We're gonna line this up. So we're putting 65 pay dirt into our wash plant here. And you'll see it's gonna give you about 5. Every 5 pay dirt, you get a gold ore. I believe that's what it works out to. Yeah, 5. If you ran it through the sluice, you'd barely get anything out of it. So instead of 13, we'd probably end up with like 6 gold ore. And then we'll sell that gold ore. It'll give us a little bit more bang for the buck. Let's get some stuff processing. We'll leave all that running since we're running on solar right now. We gotta get that bank account up in case something breaks down. Now, the blasted rock we're not gonna be able to mess with very much. So we're gonna try sticking and working our way out a little bit to get more of this pay dirt. I didn't like how it tilted there, but much I can do about that. So we'll throw all this in. Now, since the plant's running, we're not getting, instant gratification, instant money. But we will get it in time. Once we get a smelter, which I think we need like $14,000 for a smelter, we'll turn that gold ore into gold bars and get even more money out of the pay dirt. Now, Some may say, well, sluice box, you're going to get diamonds and rubies. You are absolutely correct. You tally up diamonds, rubies, and the gold that you get from a sluice box, and it will still be less than what you get just gold out of that small wash plant. But in a big operation where we're doing a ton of pay dirt and whatnot, the sluice box is the way to go because it processes it quick. Where right now, this is not quick whatsoever. That's fine. We don't need to process it quick. We need efficiency right now. I don't know why I kept on trying to dig. I was already full. Yeah, this is the best way you can go about getting set up and getting started and making money, especially in a rough area like this. Now, if we had trees and whatnot, I would already got the workbench and cut some trees and get some blocks and have all this set up proper as far as having supports and whatnot. But I don't have that ability right now. Oh, we gotta save. Let's give it a minute. All right, we're back. We're already over 30 minutes in this video, so I'm gonna let this be the last scoop. We start with absolutely zero, and now we're gonna process some gold ore and whatnot. We got our beginner factory, very beginner, going. Let's see, gold ore. We're up to 8. Another 2 minutes, it looks like. And look at all this pay dirt. That's just great, man. We're gonna process this stuff big time. I mean, slowly, but we're gonna process it. It'll be fine. Okay, let's grab all that. Okay, so 3,285 pay dirt. We'll max this out. Bring us over here. That's going to give us 657 gold ore. Now, I'm waiting for it to get one more so we can go with 10. As soon as it gives it to me. And as soon as it gives it to me. There we go. Okay, we're going to take that. We're going to hit P. We're going to go to sell. 10 gold ore. Going to give us $315. Not too bad. 10 gold ore would be 50 pay dirt. Okay. That would be 50 pay dirt. Let me go in here. Is there any more? Nope. Alright. So I need to scoop in order. I'd like to show you what 50 pay dirt would give you. That's what we were doing. Let's do that real quick. I just want to go up here and just get like a partial scoop. That's very partial. I don't know if that's 50 or not. Might be too little. Alright. Let's see. That was very little. I might have went too small on that. Let's jump. Dude's got some bad jumps. Oh, not quite 50. Okay, we need 6 more. That's fine. We'll take the pickaxe. A little slow, but I just want to show you the difference between what we were doing and what we're doing now. 2, 3, there's 6. Okay. So remember, at the very beginning, we were just selling the pay dirt outright. Now we just sold 10 gold bars for a little over $300. We know that pay dirt, it takes 5 pay dirt to make 10 gold ore. So 50 pay dirt is 10 gold ore. Now, the same equivalent pay dirt is only 105. We're making 3 times the money. And it's going to be even better when we turn that gold ore into gold bars, which we can't do right now because we don't have the money. All right, so yeah, that's the very basics, very beginner stage of how to get started, especially in a rough place like this. And once you get production up and going more and more, then yeah, you're going to want to incorporate your sluice box with your water and all that, because the numbers get better when you add the water to it. Just plain sluice box, this is the way to go. 100%. You filter everything out, then you take your little small workbench wash plant and have it turn into gold ore. And next critical thing to buy is a smelter. And if you look, that's 15,000. So we'll get there. All right, appreciate y'all watching, and this is episode 1. And if you like how I'm doing this little playthrough, the setup, let me know in the comments. It's different from anything else because it's more of a how-to and sharing with you things I've learned and whatnot. So yeah, all right, this is the land life in the cold, I guess. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Hit the like, subscribe. I do go live here and there, so you might want to hit the bell notification, and that will let you know when I go live. Hey, peace.